these 5 isotopes has the largest number of neutrons. Okay. And you just calculate this with the calculator, see, and you first one has atomic mass of 57, you minus the number of protons, and you get 153 neutrons. And then do the same thing for all of them. For this one, you get 154. And for NO, you get 152. And MD, you get 155. And ES, you get 154. And then you're supposed to just pick the largest one, and it's MD. MD. That's it. Okay.
Okay, I'm doing problem number 8, and the problem asks, atoms of element X having 2 valence electrons each combine with atoms of element Y having 6 valence electrons each. The compound formed is expected to have the formula one of these XY, X3Y, XY3, X2Y, or XY2. And now if you'll follow me to the periodic chart, we'll see that if an atom has 2 valence electrons, they fall in this column right here, and that has a +2 charge. If they have 6, they fall in this column here, which has a -2 charge. So if you put +2 and -2 together, they form a 0. So it's XY. The other ones are wrong, because this would form +6 -2, that would still be a +4 charge. This would form +2 -6, that would have a -4 charge. This would form +4 -2, a -2 charge. And this would form +2 -4, and -2 charge. You want to charge is 0, so that is going to the left pole.
Number 29, the question is, what volume of 0.123 moles per liter aqueous HCl is needed to neutralize 40 milliliters of 0.127 moles per liter of aqueous NaOH? So to do this problem, we're going to use a model of so let's see, got the acid molarity. So you multiply this out by 6.9, and that is your answer. So it's going to be
Okay, I'm doing question number 6. How many valence electrons are there in one sulfide anion? If you follow me over to sulfur with a -2 charge, you go back 2, and you count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So out of our choices of 10, 8, 6, 4, and 2, obviously you choose E. And that's it.
I'm doing number 10, and it asks, in the periodic table, the elements are arranged in order of increasing, and A is number of neutrons, B ionization energy, C number of protons, D density, and E electronegativity. And the answer is C, and over here you can see all the numbers in blue go according to the go in order, and those are the number of protons, also known as the atomic number. And
okay, I'm doing number 12, and it says if an atom has 5 electrons and is non-strong, to which group of the elements in the periodic table does it belong? And these are your choices. So go to the periodic table. Okay, the rows, this one and this one, and these ones over here, they represent how many valence electrons each atom thing has. So since this is group 5, it's headed by nitrogen. The answer has to be nitrogen because all the other ones have like chlorine has 7 and helium has 1 and 6. So answer has to be nitrogen. E.
Okay, I'm doing number 7, and it's which set of elements is correctly arranged in order left to right of increasing first ionization energy? Okay, what was the element table? Oh yeah. Okay, A says that it starts with F first, and that's not true because, the ionization energy increases as you go along, and then decreases as you go down. So it wouldn't start with F because F is way over there, so it means it's really high, so it wouldn't be low. And B says that it starts with Br, which it wouldn't because it's way over here. It's lower than fluorine, but it's still way over here and very high, so it wouldn't be the lowest. And C says that it starts with Ne, which is way over here and way high, which means very, very high, so it would not start off as the lowest. And D says that it starts with Na. The Na is way over here, but the second one is fluorine, which is way over here and very high, so that doesn't go in the correct order. And so the answer is E, which starts with Na, which is way over here and low, and then Br, which is over here but lower than the other ones, and then F, which is higher than Br and way over here, and then Ne, which is farther over than F. And that's it.
Okay, I'm doing number 19, and it asks, what volume of hydrogen will have nearly the same number of molecules as 1.00 liters of nitrogen gas if both are measured at the same temperature and pressure? And it's like a fact that it's standard temperature and pressure. The volume of a gas is always the same. So 1 liter of nitrogen takes up 1 mole takes up 22.4 liters, which is the same as hydrogen. So since it's the same, it's going to be B because it's 1 liter of hydrogen. And the question asks what's going to be the same as 1 liter of nitrogen. So I'm finished.
I'm doing number 24, and the question asks how many moles of methane, CH4, are in 16 grams of methane. The relative atomic masses of hydrogen is 1.01 and carbon, which is 12.01. And when you do the calculation, it's 16.05 grams times 1 mole over 16 grams, which equals 1.0 moles, which the answer is A, and it eliminates the possibility of the others being correct answers. Okay.
Which two species have the same charge and mass number?
Big head.
The answer is E, a neutron and a hydrogen atom, because they both have the same mass number, 1, and they're both neutral. All the others don't work. B and C are the same choice, and they're not the same mass number. And this is the same mass number, and A is not the same charge.
Big head.
Number 25, what is the percentage of mass of oxygen and carbon dioxide?
Kid,
Okay.
shut up.
The relative atomic masses of carbon is 12.01, and then this one, and then oxygen is 16, and there's 2 that's 32, and then when you add it's 44.01. And then you put it over 32 over 44.01, and then 273%.
Okay, I'm doing number 2. It says, the law of definite proportion states that elements always combine with each other, making a compound. A, in definite ratio by volume. B, with the evolution of heat. C, in the proportion by mass in which they are mixed. B, indefinite ratio by mass, or E, spontaneously. And it's D because on page 264 of the book it says, by assuming that compounds have a fixed ratio by number of atoms, Dalton could explain why they had the same composition by mass.
40.
I shrunk.
1, 2, 3.
5
is ready. The end. Stop.